Yo guys, what's good? My name is Callum Dolby and welcome back to another video. So this is going to be another match day vlog. We've got Cardiff at home. It's a Tuesday night, so we'll be under the lights tonight. And hopefully we can pull off a positive result. I mean, it's going to be a tough game. Obviously Cardiff have got some big strikers and big defenders. They've got Aidan Flint at the back and Kiefer Moore up front. If you didn't watch my preview yesterday, then make sure you go check that out before you watch this, because it'll probably make a little bit more sense. But I'm going to go with a match day. I'll go with a 3-2 win for Posh. Clark Harris double and Dembele getting 1-2, but we're just walking to the ground now. Going to get some food first. Just hoping for a good game and a good atmosphere, really. Just enjoying being back in the Championship. But yeah guys, I'll speak to you soon. Just got into the ground now. Just going to go through your guys' predictions and also the starting lineup, which got announced about 10 minutes ago. So yeah, let's do that. So yeah, this is the starting lineup. We've got Pym, Butler, Thompson, Beavers, Ken, Clark Harris, Dembele, Knight, Burrows, Norburn and Ward. It's a strong team. Grant is suspected to be out of an injury, and Schmodix is still out due to his baby situation. Not sure if it's come out of hospital yet, but yeah, good luck to him and his missus with that. Hopefully it all goes well. Then we've got a bench of Cornell, Edwards, Marriott, Idris Kanu, Tomlinson, Hamilton and Randall. So yeah, I mean, it's about the strongest team we could have had. No Marriott in the starting lineup, but he is on the bench. So like I said in the preview, it should be Dembele getting 60 minutes and then subbing off for Marriott around that sort of time. So yeah, strong team. Alright, so time to go through your guys' score predictions. So I've got these two here first. I've got my dad saying 1-1 Joe Ward scoring, and then Ben Beebe saying 4-3 Posh, expecting an end-to-end game, and the scorers were Ward, Clark Harris, Brace and Dembele. And then let's get into the actual tweet. So we've got 3-1 Posh, Randall man of the match. I've got Sean saying 3-1 win. Clark Harris, Brace and Randall. We've got Alex Nelson saying 2-1 Cardiff. Isaac Keppel saying 2-2 Clark Harris, Grant and Kiefer Moore double. We Are Posh saying 3-2 Posh, JCH 2 and Randall 1. Another 3-2 here from Jono, with JCH, Dembele and Schmodix being the scorers. Another 3-2 here from Matthew_PUFC, who's saying 3-2 Posh, high scoring game but hoping we can just about edge it. Dembele, Brace and Randall netting 1-2. And then Ben Smith PUFC saying a 2-2 back and forth affair. Caden Peacher or Cape United, make sure you guys go and check out his channel. He's nearly at 1,000 subscribers, so yeah, get him over the line. 1-0 Posh, goal scorer whoever plays attacking mid second half, so that could be either Burrows or Randall, I think. And then we've got Thomas Day saying 3-2 Posh again, Schmodix, Knight and Dembele. Got Shane saying 3-1 Posh, Dembele, Ward and Clark Harris. John Dunn 1-0 Posh, Josh Knight to score. And then we've got Michael Reed saying 2-0 Posh, Dembele and Marriott. We've got Jack Cave 2-1 Posh win. Hugo Reed 2-1 Posh. Saucy Schmodix 1-0 Posh. Keeping it Posh 2-1 Posh, JCH and Dembele. We've got Milan Vanko 1 saying 1-1 Randall to score. We've got Slavo saying 3-0, that'll be an entertaining game. We've got AJ saying 2-0, JCH and Dembele. We've got Jacob saying 2-0, JCH and Ward. We've got Tom saying 1-0, and the last prediction here comes from Lil Trolls or whatever, saying Peterborough couldn't even beat Luton and all the fans thinking they can beat Cardiff. So positive way to end. There's a lot of 3-2s here, which is what I predicted as well, so I'm happy to see that. I mean, we've got what, 3 in a row here. Got a couple of 2-alls, couple of draws, quite a lot of Posh wins. I'm happy to see that. And I mean, if you guys get the 3-2, then you'll know what that means. The points in the predictions league. I will be updating that obviously after the game tonight, and I will show that when I get home. So realistically, all that's left to do is get into the game. Let's do this, guys. Dembele! Close there. 24 minutes in. Come on, lads. Burrows! Yes! Oh! 27 minutes in. Best chance of the game now. Burrows just past the left-hand side post. Cardiff corner there. Left-hand side of the pitch.
Lively! Oh!
It's good ball, but nothing coming of it. Cardiff on the break here, right-hand side. Kakuna's got it. He's checked back.
Go on.
That's a good ball.
Right! Push it down! Hey! Unlucky!
Burrows.
Oh! That's a cross it!
Oh! Play!
That's it!
Go on! Oh! Burrows again. Ward just nutmegged his man. But I think that was blocked. 37 minutes in now. Burrows Ward absolutely skinned his man there. It all just kicked off for a little bit here, but I mean, Thompson put a good tackle in, and the Cardiff players just started crying for some reason. And yeah, it kicked off a little bit, but refs got it under control. We'll see what happens. We just got to half time, 0-0 still. We probably should be 1 up. I mean, we've had the better chances. Apart from the couple of shots that Burrows has had, there's not really been much going on. A little bit of a kick-off in the middle, but a couple of yellow cards for their players. But yeah, you know, it's not been too much going on. Hopefully the second half brings some goals. Burrows there.
That's it, those for me.
Dipping and diving.
Burrows! Burrows! Harris! Go on! Yes! Yes! Come on! Ricky Dembele! What a pass to Clark Harris! Brilliant play! Clark Harris through to Dembele, and he's loving it. 2-0, 50 minutes in. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Come on! 2-1 Cardiff. There's a header from...
Header has to be the
Ball, I think. Oh, come on, Burr! Come on, Posh! Keep them out. 82 minutes. Quite a long time left. Come on. Corner to Cardiff. 89 minutes. I don't think I can watch. I don't think I can watch. We're hanging on for dear life. Come on, Burr. Last throw here, keeper's out. Corner. That's gutting.
Seconds left.
There must be 10 seconds.
Come on!
Posh 2, Cardiff 2. Not much more I can say. Comes the kick-off, he blows the whistle. You know what, I would have been buzzing with a point before this game. So, can't be too mad, but we did lose 2 goals in the last 15 minutes of the game. Always frustrating to draw from a winning position, especially 2 goals up, but you know what, I'm still happy with the point because I wanted a point before the game, so frustrating, but I'll speak to you guys when I'm home to give you my player ratings and a review. Alright, so we're back home and where to even start? I mean, just before I get into my player ratings, I do want to say, if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you do, because it'll really help me out. I'm trying to get to 350 subscribers before the end of the year, and I'm already on 322. When I first started asking, I was on 311, and I was aiming to get 10 a month, and I've got 10 in 3 days. So yeah, I'm buzzing with that, guys. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But yeah, I think the game turned about 70 minutes in when we made our changes, when Beavers went off, and especially when Clark Harris went off. We didn't have our 2 tallest players pretty much to keep out the aerial bombardment from Mick McCarthy's team. And to be fair, there's not really a lot we could have done. We played so well for 65, 70 minutes, and if we play like that every week, we will stay up with absolutely no issues. I mean, Cardiff are meant to be at least a playoff favourite, surely, and for the first 60 minutes we ran them off the park. I mean, we were more pressing, we were more attacking, we had the better chances in the first half. We deserved our lead at 2-0 in, 50 minutes in, and yeah, it's always frustrating to get a draw from a winning position because it feels like a loss, but with teams like that, you know, Cardiff, like a great team, managed well, and old-fashioned with Mick McCarthy, and you know, we just didn't have quite enough to keep them out at the end. Aidan Flint scoring both goals now, he's a massive threat from set pieces, and we failed to really deal with that in the last 20 minutes with the absence of Beavers and Clark Harris, like I mentioned before. So let's get into these player ratings, shall we? So I'm going to give Pim a 6. I think he was good. I think he had a solid game. He didn't really have too much to do in the first half. He saved a couple, and he surprisingly, the first few long throws and corners and stuff, he dealt with quite well. So yeah, I'm going to give Pim a 6. Moving on to Joe Ward in the right wing back role. I thought he played excellent today, especially in the first half. He was really good. I'm going to give him a 7. He put some great crosses in, and he also made their left back look a bit silly a few times, so that's always nice. Let's move on to the right centre back now, where we had Frankie Kent. I think he played well, and then again, like, I don't know if I can say that because he was a part of the defence that conceded the 2 goals at the end. So I mean, he played well to keep their sort of 2 big centre backs quiet in the first sort of 65-70 minutes of the game, and like, I can't really judge too much on them 2 goals because it's a learning curve, and we're gonna get these moments, you know, in the Championship with these top quality teams, and yeah, I'm gonna give Kent a 6.5. And I'm going to give exactly the same to Mark Beavers, who was on the left, and I'm going to give Thompson in the middle a 7. I think Thompson is brilliant in the centre of the defence, the 3 central defenders. He likes to play it out from the back. He's confident. You know, he can put a tackle in, and he's not the tallest, but he was winning a lot of headers today. I really do rate Thompson in the middle. So yeah, 6.5 for Beavers and Kent, and a 7 for Thompson. On to Dan Butler in the left wing back. Now he did impress me today. I thought he played all right. A lot of the play was going down that sort of side, going into Burrows as well. And yeah, I think he had an average game. He didn't do anything too amazing, but he didn't play bad. So I'm going to give him a 6, and then I'm going to move on to Knight next. Now, I can't focus on this too much, but the cross right at the end, he got sold for a hot dog. They did like a fake cross, and he jumped to try and block it, and he got sold, and that's how they scored. So, you know, I guess he did cost us that goal. Like, yeah, if you're thinking of it quite harshly, you know, weighing it up, but I can't really take too much away from him. He was good in the centre of midfield, and when he went into defence to cover Beavers, he was just as good as any of the other defenders, so I'm going to give him a 6.5. Now Norburn, what a revelation, realistically. I mean, it's been, 2 games, and he looks like that defender that we've been missing, you know. He looks like that sort of tough defender, like a Charlie Lee, or like a Weslowski, you know, just gets stuck in. And we need that in the centre of the park, because I don't think players like Jack Taylor and George Grant give it as much. They still give it, but we needed that just we need that hard-hitting CDM, and he brings exactly that, and I thought he was great again today, so I'm going to give him a 7.5. And then on to Burrows. I mean, what can I say about Burrows that hasn't already been said? He's probably one of the top young prospects in the Championship, and that's saying something. He was class today. He was absolutely class. He didn't look out of place. He took his goal brilliantly on his weaker foot too, and he looks like a man. You know, when he first sort of came into the team, he looked like a boy, and now he looks like a proper man. And I'm just so happy for him. You know, he's one of our own and all that, and it's always good to see local lads doing brilliantly. And he was class today. He was class. Like, he took his goal well. He was pressing. You know, his passing was on point. So I'm going to give him an 8. And then on to the two strikers. So we had Clark Harris and Dembele. So I'm going to give Clark Harris a 7.5, purely because of his hold-up play. In the first half, I kept saying to my dad that he was getting a bit bullied by the Cardiff defenders, but second half he came out and was just like, you know what, none of that, yeah, none of that. And he bullied their defenders the whole of the second half until he went off. And I'm just really happy that he got his sort of redemption for getting pushed around a bit in the first half. Yeah, he played really well, so I'm going to give him a 7. And then Dembele, I'm going to give a 7.5, maybe pushing it even onto an 8. I'm going to stick with 7.5. I think he terrorised the defence, took his goal very well, and yeah, he was brilliant. Like, his dribbling, his skills, the way you can pull 2 or 3 defenders out of the game with one move is priceless. We need to get him to sign that contract ASAP, and you know, we just need to get him down, because even if he does play this year and plays really well for us, we're going to lose him on a free, and that's really not ideal. So what we need to do really is to get him on like a 2 or 3 year deal and just say, look, just play with us in the Championship, see how well you do. If you have any offers from Premier League clubs, then go in the summer. I think that would be the best course of action, and I really hope he does sign that contract, because if he leaves before the end of the transfer window, then we're pretty screwed, because we've got an unfit Clark Harris and an unfit Marriott, and Jay Jones, who's injured, who, you know, I don't think he's good enough for the Championship quite yet. I think he needs to develop a bit more. But yeah, I mean, that's the first team, and then we had our subs come on as well. So we had Beavers going off for Hamilton. I think he played okay. Didn't really do too much to impact the game, so I'm going to give him a 5.5. And then we had Randall come on for, who was it? I think it was Clark Harris that Randall came on for. I'm going to give him a 3. That's probably quite harsh, but there was a chance at the end where we were 2-0 up. I think we might have been 2-1 up, and Marriott played it through to him, and he could have played it back, and Marriott was just in acres, but he decided to shoot near post, and it was a bit of a tame effort really. So yeah, I'm going to give Randall a 3. Plenty of room for improvement, and you know, he's only a kid, so he's going to improve. So the last sub to come on was Marriott. I think he played well. You know, he pressed them really high up the pitch, and you know what you're going to get from Marriott. He's just that sort of like, almost like a Carlos Tevez sort of play. You know, he's just going to run and hustle and harry, and you know, try and win that ball back, which is what we need. Yeah, no, I think he was completely fine today. Didn't do anything amazing, but didn't embarrass himself by any stretch of the imagination, so I'll give him a 6. So that's all my player ratings now. You can see the full list here. And yeah, guys, there's not really too much more to say. I'm happy with a point, but obviously it's always disappointing to lose 2 goals in the last 7 minutes of the game, and that, it always feels like a loss. But when I've slept on it, I'll be very happy with a point. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, wish I could have been talking about a win today. I really do. But I'm actually going to Preston. I'm going to Preston on Saturday. I'm committing to this. Yeah, I'm going to try and get to as many away matches as I can, film them for you guys, and hopefully this channel can continue to grow as it is. Make sure you subscribe. Talking about that, like I said earlier on in the video, I'm trying to reach 350 subscribers by the end of the year. I think that's a very, very achievable target. Make sure you like the video also, do all that good stuff. Can we hit 20 likes on this one? The last time I asked for 25 likes, we got 27. I asked for 10 and we got nearly 20 on the last video, so you guys have been smashing it. So make sure you smash that like button. Like I said, let's get 20 likes. Up the posh. All that's left to say from me, guys, you know it by now. Cheers.